Hello and welcome to the What Car video guide to the 1999 London and Frankfurt Motor Shows. Now, if you didn't make it to Earl's Court, don't worry, because over the next 20 minutes we're going to be showing you some of the stars of the show, cars that could very well end up in a showroom just like this one very, very soon. Firstly, it's off to Frankfurt, where it's no surprise that the big German manufacturers were really showing off. BMW did exactly that, and Ginny Buckley has been taking a look at the latest car to wear the famous M3 badge.
And BMW have given us another very good reason not to use public transport. It's here on the stand in Frankfurt. It is the new mighty M3. Now, an intensive 2-year development programme by the M Institute has resulted in an even more powerful third generation M. The downside is that we won't feel the direct benefit of all this extra power. It's been needed to compensate for the weight that's been inherited through a new platform and a larger body shell. But anybody that worries that the new M won't have the kick of its predecessor should really think again.
The engine has grown to a 3.4-litre straight 6. Thanks to gadgets like BMW's double Vanos variable valve timing, the engine now pumps out 340 brake horsepower. The top speed is limited to 155 miles per hour, although it is capable of far more.
And when you're talking about glamour and power, the one car you've got to mention is BMW Z8, the car that sums those words up perfectly. This, of course, is James Bond's latest set of wheels, and we'll all be able to grab a piece of the action when it goes on sale. If, of course, you can get your hands on one.
Once again, Rover hit the headlines at a British show. Last year at Birmingham it was with the new 75. This year the company held a double launch with the new 25 and 45 models. While these are not all new cars, they're hugely important for the British company. The 25 is a revamped version of the old 200 model and stands a good chance of being a major player in the increasingly competitive super mini sector. The old car was always hampered by pricing that pitted it against larger and far more capable cars, but with the new model, Rover has adopted a sense of realism and it will be priced to take on the likes of Ford's Fiesta, Fiat's Punto and the new VW Polo, all recently revamped themselves. The 200 was never a bad car, and with revisions to improve the car's dynamic appeal, the 25 should fare even better. There's the added bonus of Rover's family face, as first seen on the 75, to give the 25 a more modern look. And inside, minor tweaks have freshened up the cabin, which now offers space that's as good as it gets in the super mini market, and a touch of class that's certainly a cut above the norm. The new 45 gets a similar makeover, with a new nose, revisions to make it handle better, and splashes of chrome to give it an even classier feel. And once again, prices will be revised to make it better value, especially with a 3-year warranty that is likely to be offered on both the 25 and 45.
Once again then, a French manufacturer sets out to try to convince the world that the French really can build big luxury cars. This time it's the turn of Peugeot with this, their 607, replacement for the 605. But straight away that's rather unfair, because we have a slightly warped view of it in the UK, where we have consistently refused to accept that the French can build luxury big cars. We've associated them with lightweight utilitarian cars, the wrong end of the market. Think of cars like the Renault Safran, never really did anything in the UK, and predecessor to this, the 605 from Peugeot, never really did anything in the UK. Well, that might go some way towards explaining why the 607 appears to have been designed to look substantial and well built, perhaps getting away from that lightweight French feel and closer to something we might expect from the Germans, whose cars at this end of the market we so readily expect. Whether or not it'll work remains to be seen. It's been launched to an expectant audience worldwide. Whether or not we'll accept it in the UK, don't know. This could be the car that persuades us the French really can build big luxury cars.
Sadly, it's not only showgoers that are going to express an interest in these new models. Car crime is huge business, especially in the UK, and car thieves will be eyeing up these cars just as they're eyeing up your car on your driveway. But as car thieves get smarter, thankfully technology moves on, and one of the most advanced security systems on the market comes from RAC Trackstar.
Car theft in Britain is a major problem, even with the provision of immobilizers and alarms fitted as standard to most new cars. What Car magazine regularly check the efficiency of such systems, and their experts recently demonstrated that most cars can be broken into and driven away by a thief, often in seconds. Over 400,000 cars a year are stolen in the UK. 1/2 of this number are lost for good, never to be recovered. OK, so you are insured. But are you aware of the cost and disruption to your life caused by your car being stolen and not recovered? Insurance excess payments. Increased premiums next time with loss of no claims bonus. Higher car costs. Often settlement figures being lower than the true cost of replacement. Figures show that the average uninsured costs are in excess of £2,500, and this does not allow for the inconvenience and disruption to your work and personal schedule. Tracking products have been around for a few years now, but the market leader relies on technology originally conceived in the 80s and often requires your stolen vehicle to pass within a range down to as little as 2.5 miles of one of a relatively small number of specially equipped police vehicles before it can be detected and tracked. Detection and recovery is therefore hit and miss, and the effectiveness will vary depending on the part of the country that the car is stolen. Such systems just do not work comprehensively in remote parts of the country. As we reach the new millennium, the technology has been developed to truly provide a solution to the problem of prompt and efficient tracking of a stolen vehicle. RAC TrackStar. Using technology developed by the American military, your car is located automatically anywhere in the country. An array of 26 satellites beam down a radio signal which is received by a discrete GPS satellite receiver, which may be covertly fitted by our specially trained engineer in your car in any one of 47 potential monitoring locations. Even you don't know where it's been fitted. Integral with the same module is a GSM communications module that communicates automatically with RAC TrackStar control in Milton Keynes, providing 24-hour tracking capability 365 days per year. If your car is stolen, you report the theft to the police and RAC TrackStar. Immediately, a signal is sent to the car and the location is displayed on the RAC TrackStar control monitor. Not only the position, but the direction, speed, and recent history of its exact movements are displayed. This works to an accuracy of up to 5 meters anywhere in the country. It works in any part of the country, from the remoteness of the Yorkshire moors to the congestion of central London. Wherever your car is, RAC TrackStar is following its position instantaneously. RAC TrackStar Control, working closely with the 52 police forces across the country, then track your car efficiently and safely to recover the stolen car for you, often securing the successful arrest of the thief. As a standard part of the recovery package, your car is returned to you without additional charge by RAC. For those car owners who travel abroad regularly, leaving their cars in exposed locations, and who are seeking a premium service, TrackStar Automatic 24-Hour Guardian is available. The motorist is supplied with 2 special key fobs that automatically electronically communicate with the TrackStar unit in the car each time the car is started. If the car is illegally started without the use of one of the owner's key fobs, RAC TrackStar is automatically alerted within seconds, showing the exact position of the car in the RAC TrackStar control room. In addition, the TrackStar unit is fitted with a motion sensor, so if the car is illegally moved without starting the engine, RAC TrackStar is automatically alerted. Automatic notification by the TrackStar advanced technology ensures quick detection and efficient recovery of your car, often alerting you to a theft before you're aware that your car is missing. RAC TrackStar also provides as options 2 other advanced features: emergency or E-call, and breakdown or B-call. The specially provided key fob gives the TrackStar owner complete peace of mind in the event of emergency or breakdown involving the owner or his family. Using the sophisticated technology developed by telematics specialist TrafficMaster plc, the TrackStar key fob provides assistance in times of need. If emergency services are required, the motorist may obtain help simply by pressing the 999 button on the key fob. A radio signal is sent instantaneously via RAC Trackstar control to the emergency control centres, showing the 999 operator exactly the location of the car to an accuracy that highlights even the side of the road the car is positioned. At the same time, the emergency operator may speak to the motorist using a discreet microphone and speaker mounted in the car. The motorist can gain reassurance at any time of being able to speak to the emergency operator. The emergency services, knowing the exact location of the vehicle, may attend the scene quickly and efficiently, without wasted time, and saving precious minutes in the event of possible injury. The RAC Trackstar unit may also allow you to request assistance in the event of breakdown. By pressing the breakdown button on the key fob, an RAC response centre is automatically alerted with your exact location. The motorist can discuss the nature of the problem over the automatic voice link with the RAC response centre. In the event that the motorist is a member of an alternative breakdown organisation, details will be passed on by RAC for action. RAC members will have their details automatically stored on the RAC Trackstar database, and a patrol will be dispatched within seconds with the full knowledge of the exact location of the broken down car. Tracking of stolen vehicles is not new, but state-of-the-art technology developed by RAC Trackstar enables your car to be quickly recovered anywhere in the country, and also to provide peace of mind that in the event of an emergency or breakdown, that you and your family will receive assistance fast.
Welcome back. Now, the next big thing at Audi dealerships will be the company's new small car, the A2. Using an aluminium body shell and advanced technology, it was revealed to the public for the first time at the Frankfurt Motor Show. We sent Ian Royal to investigate.
Well, this is the star of the show on the Audi stand, and that's why it's attracting so much attention. It's the new A2, a car that will rival the Mercedes A-Class, of course. This goes on sale in the summer of 2000 back in the UK. Two 1.4-litre engines power the car, and it has a really very smart design. Lots of space inside for the passengers, with split-level flooring, which allows extra space in the back, and a slightly raised rear passenger seating area. Some very clever features at the front too. You can check the water and the oil in these handy pop-out little parts there, all behind the distinctive Audi ringed badge. Two 1.4 engines. There's a turbo diesel which produces some 66 miles to the gallon, and a 1.4 petrol engine which is still very economical, about 45 to the gallon from a 75 brake horsepower engine. Prices, well, expect them to be competitive with the Mercedes A-Class. It's a car it's going to rival. This goes on sale in the summer of 2000. So as well as being the world's first mass-produced aluminium car, the A2 also has a class-leading drag coefficient of just 0.28. Inside, it's the quality we know and love and come to expect from Audi. Everything of the highest finish. They really do produce superb car interiors these days. Far better, many people think, than the likes of Mercedes and BMW, and that is really saying something. When you're jumping, the first thing you've actually noticed is that the pedals seem slightly offset towards the centre steering console, which is somewhat bizarre maybe, but maybe just takes a bit of getting used to. Inside there's a reasonable amount of room, although the one thing you do notice is that it's produced just for 4 passengers. There are only 2 rear seatbelts in the back. So unlike the Mercedes A-Class, which can handle 5, this is purely a 4-seater. The seats in the rear are all removable. You can fold them down for maximum versatility, and indeed just take them completely out.
Shown at London for the very first time was the latest incarnation of the legendary Subaru Impreza Turbo, the P1. The standard Impreza Turbo is our current budget performance car of the year, blending incredible performance with tremendous grip from permanent 4-wheel drive. It's also incredibly easy to use as an everyday car, mild-mannered enough on a family outing as it is able to blow the cobwebs away on a twisty road. The P1 builds upon Subaru's rally successes and is actually built by ProDrive, the company responsible for preparing Subaru's rally cars, including Colin McRae's World Championship winning car in 1995. Using the 2-door Impreza saloon body, the P1 also features the same 280 brake horsepower engine found in the quickest of the Japanese-only Imprezas, tweaked to meet EU regulations. However, the P1 is reserved for us Brits. Expect performance figures of 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 5 seconds, topping out at 150, with prodigious stopping power too. ProDrive has also worked to upgrade the suspension, improving on the already impressive handling. And top stylist Peter Stevens, who's been responsible for cars such as the Lotus Elan and McLaren F1, has worked on the P1 styling and aerodynamics package. Colour choice is limited to Sonic Blue, the colour of Subaru's rally team, with special titanium finish alloy wheels to top it off. The P1's looks and reputation are bound to create unwanted attention, which is why it will be the first car in the UK to be fitted with the very latest RAC Trackstar security system. As you saw earlier in the programme, Trackstar uses the latest satellite technology to locate stolen cars, therefore acting as an effective deterrent to thieves. However, if you want a P1, you'll have to be quick. The production run is expected to be limited to 500 cars, each costing in the region of £30,000. First deliveries should be at the end of this year.
I like the Toyota Yaris, I always have. In a market where many cars claim to be innovative and groundbreaking, but are actually nothing more than a rather odd-looking repackage of old ideas, the Yaris genuinely is. It makes very clever use of its interior space and of technology, and it looks good into the bargain. But this isn't a Yaris, it's a Yaris Verso, and it's Toyota's new take on the idea of a miniature MPV. I suppose it was started with the Renault Scenic, but now they're getting even smaller. The idea of having lots of people and lots of flexibility in a very small package. And it isn't pretty. It is, in fact, well, ugly is a better word, really. Let's be honest. Those great big high sides, big slab-sided at the back, make it look rather ungainly and not very stable. They've taken the rather funky shape of the Yaris and bent it all out of shape. But it's unfair to judge it on that alone, because this, again, is very innovative. Step inside and we find that, for instance, thanks to a very clever system allowing you to fold the rear seats completely flat, it can offer more load space than a Renault Scenic. It keeps the very clever dashboard that we found in the Yaris. That means you can just flick your eyes up to the road and back down to the dash without having to refocus. So again, it makes clever use of technology. And under the engine bay as well, where we find a 1.3 litre VVTi engine, that's variable valve timing intelligent engine, which means it should have plenty of go.
This is the Mercedes-McLaren Vision SLR. It's based on the hardtop Vision SLR that was shown at the Detroit show earlier this year. The soft top is destined to be built on our shores by Mercedes Formula One partners McLaren. In fact, it could very well be the next company car for the McLaren drivers Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard.
Well, that's a nice job, if of course you can get it. The rest of us mere mortals will have to wait between 2 and 3 years to get our hands on a set of keys. Presuming, of course, you can fork out the up to £200,000 that the car's expected to cost.
Well, that's it from the motor shows of 1999. Needless to say, we'll be back in the year 2000, which is set to be even more exciting for new car buyers. We'll see you then.